إنا أنزلناه قرآنا عربيا لعلكم تعقلون.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على من نزل عليه القرآن محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Today we are beginning the lesson number, it depends, okay. We are continuing from where we stopped in the last lesson. And actually, as I said previously, those who are using the book is made up of two series. Okay, we have two editions We have two editions of the book. There is a particular edition that has 3 volumes, book 1, book 2, book 3. And then the other edition has about 6 or 7 books. Okay, so if you are going by the one which is in 3 volumes, okay, the one which is in 3 volumes, then this is the lesson number 11 of the book 2. But if you are going by that, the edition which has the 7 books, then this particular lesson is the lesson number 1 of the book 4. I hope that is clear. So whatever be the case, alhamdulillah, they both contain the same thing, right? Okay, so this particular first part of this lesson is a dialogue, and of course we are still learning the fi'l al-mudari', okay, the present tense verb as well as the past tense verb. That is verbs. That is what we are looking at. So this particular lesson, the main theme or the main focus of this particular lesson is to try to make us become familiar with using the fi'l al-mudari', the present tense, and then the past tense verb. Okay, so that is the main focus of this lesson. So please, without wasting much time, inshallah, we can begin, right? So let's start. So as you can see here, there is a dialogue. Okay, there is a dialogue that is between in a bus, right? So that's why you can see fil hafilati. Okay, fil hafilati, in the bus. We have seen hafilatun. Hafilatun means the bus. So there's in a bus, some 2 people are having a dialogue, right? So as you can see here, al-awwal, the first of them. There are 2 people, the first of those 2 people. So al-awwal, he says that assalamu alaikum. Okay, assalamu alaikum. Wasani, and then the second person says wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, al-awwal, the first person says, ma ismuka ya akhi. What is your name, oh my friend, right? I'm saying my friend, oh my brother. Okay, ma ismuka ya akhi. What is your name, oh my brother? Okay. Asani, the second person says, ismi Abdullahi wa masmuka. Right? I think we shouldn't be translating. At least we are familiar with almost all the words in this particular first part. So al-awwal, ismi Faisalun. Atalibun anta ya Abdullah. Okay. Now let's continue. So, but there is something that they are teaching us here. Of course, we should try to take note of that. You see that the first person says that assalamu alaikum, and then the second replied by saying wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, bimana, this part is a za'ida, right? He has extended in his greeting by adding this, and that is that is how it should be. Okay, if someone says assalamu alaikum to you, bimana, if someone greets you, okay, you should try to exceed we should try to exceed, or at least we should try to just reply it in the manner in which the person greeted you, right? And this is what Allah Azza wa Jal has taught us in, I think, Surah An-Nisa, right? Surah An-Nisa. وَإِذَا حُيِّيتُم بِتَحِيَّةٍ فَحَيُّوا بِأَحْسَنَ مِنْهَا أَوْ رُدُّوهَا, like Allah says. So if we are greeted, as I said, this part is also, he just did that to teach us that if you are being greeted, try to exceed. So for example, Assalamu alaikum, you reply wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Reply in excess, or at least you reply with that as the person just greeted you with. Okay. So Abdullah now says, Naam. So Faisal says, Aina tadrusu ya akhi. Then Abdullah says that Adrusu bi Jami'atir Riyadh. Adrusu bi Jami'atir Riyadh. This B means at. So I am studying at Jami'atir Riyadh, or in Jami'atir Riyadh. Faisal now says, Fi ayyi kulliyatin tadrusu. In which kulliyah, in which college are you studying? Okay. Kulliyah could mean college, and it could also mean faculty. It depends on the context. Okay, sometimes words changes meaning depending on the context in which it is used. So kulliyah, sometimes it is used for college, sometimes it is also used for faculty, right? Now, the main thing I want you to observe is here. You see, tadrusu, adrusu, tadrusu. I hope that this is fi'l mudari, af'al al-mudari, right? So that is what he's teaching us. Aina tadrus, where are you studying? You, where are you studying? So he replied by saying adrusu. So the last time, I think I can remember, we learned the huruf al-mudari, and we said they were 4. I hope you have not forgotten. They were 4. The first one being the Hamza. Okay, the Hamza. Then the second one being the Ya. Okay. Then the third one being the Ta. Right? The Ta. And then the fourth one being which one? The Noon. Right? Noon. You also have Noon. Okay. Noon. Okay. So these are the af'al, the huruf al-mudari. These are the huruf al-mudari. These are what I used. Let me try to show you the table that we used the last time. I hope I will get the table for you, inshallah. Okay, let me try to see. Okay, let me see. Okay. How was that? It is here. This is it. Okay. So you see, Ana. This is present tense. This is what we are talking about. Al-fi'l al-mudari. Okay, fi'l al-mudari. Now, you see the ana. You use azhabu. Ana azhabu. Anta tazhabu. So see. Observe, please observe. This is the first one. The Hamza. Okay. Then the second one is ta. Okay. Then this is not complete. The table is not complete. Table is not complete, right? Okay, the table is not complete because we are supposed to have yazhabu. Okay, and then we also have nazhabu, we are going. So if it were to be a complete table, the two would have been there. I don't know whether I can get the complete table here. I'm not sure, but this was what we did in the lesson number 7, right? Please don't forget the lesson number 7 in the previous series, the lesson number 7, we saw it, the table at the beginning. So I hope you have not forgotten. Ana azhabu. The ta is used for all kind of you. So anta, whether masculine or feminine. Anta, whether singular or plural. Anta, whether dual. Anta, whether all kind of you. Whether you masculine, you feminine, you singular, you plural, you dual, the all kind of you, we use ta. The only difference is at the ending, whether tazhabuna, whether tazhabna, whether tazhabani. The ending is what will differentiate them. I hope that is clear. So please, I hope you have not forgotten the table. Alright? Okay. So let's just look at what is here. Ana azhabu. Right? Anta tazhabu. You just need to change it to tazhabu. Anti feminine. Tazhabina. Right? So you have to add bina. Waw, ya, and then noon at the end. Then antuma, the same way, just add alif wa noon. Alif wa noon. Tazhabani. Antum tazhabuna. Antunna tazhabna. Right? Antunna tazhabna. Okay. So this is a brief one. Okay. But if it was to be antum, okay, antum is here. But if it was to be huwa, you say huwa yazhabu. Okay, huwa yazhabu. Hum yazhabuna. I hope that is clear. Hum yazhabuna. I hope that is clear. But if it is hunna, so you say what? Yazhabna. So that is the three that is missing. I think so. That's the three that is missing. Huwa yazhabu. Hum yazhabuna. Hunna yazhabna. Okay. Then huma could also be there. Huma. Okay. Yazhabani. I hope that is clear. Okay. So let's continue, inshallah. So that is it. So Abdullah says that adrusu fi kulliyatil handasati. Okay, kulliyatil handasati is the College of Engineering. So that's where he studies. Faisal says fi ayyi sanatin tadrusu. Fi ayyi sanatin. Sana is year, right? Which year are you studying, right? Fi ayyi sanatin tadrusu. Abdullah says adrusu fi sanati saniyati. I am studying in second year, right? Faisal, أتعرف المهندس سلمان. أتعرف المهندس سلمان. Do you know engineer Salman? Okay, we know what muhandis means, right? So طبعا, okay, طبعا means of course. Okay, in English we say of course. Okay, so طبعا, of course. هو أستاذي, is my teacher. هو أحسن مدرس في الكلية. He is the best teacher in the college. This is ism tafdil, superlative, right? We have done that before. Okay. من هؤلاء الفتية الذين معك. Okay. من هؤلاء الفتية الذين معك. Who are those young boys or young men? الذين معك, who are with you? كأنهم إخوتك, as if they are your brothers. It is like they are your brothers. كأنهم, it is like, or they are like your brothers. Abdullah, نعم. هؤلاء إخوتي. هؤلاء إخوتي. Yes, they are my brothers. Okay. لي أربعة إخوة وثلاثة أخوات. لي أربعة إخوة. I have 4 brothers. وثلاث أخوات, and 3 sisters. أين يدرس هؤلاء? Okay. Amma ikhwati. So he's asking about where they study. So he says that Amma ikhwati. This is a new thing we are learning today. I think we have not came across it before. Amma means as for. Okay. As for. So if you are saying, if you are going to talk about 2 people or 3 people, okay, so if I say I have 3 brothers, and you tell me, okay, tell me about them. So I say I have 3 brothers. One of them is called Ismail, the other is called Ishaq, the other is called Musa. So if you tell me, okay, tell me about them. So if I say, as for Musa, he studied at so and so, and as for Ismail, So that statement as for is what we call amma. So I'll say amma Ismail fahuwa yadrusu fi kaza wa kaza. He studied as so and so. So this statement means as for. It's mostly used when you are going to talk about several people. Then you are beginning with the first person. You say, as for the first, he is so and so. Then you come to as for the second. I hope that is clear. So that statement, as for, is all termed as amma. Okay, amma. Okay, so even if you look at the Quran, in Surah to Yusuf, I think Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, when he entered the prison, right? When they sent him to prison, two people came and then they were asking him for interpretation of a particular dream. So when he was going to tell them about the interpretation, there were two people. When he was going to tell him about the about the interpretation of their dreams, when he's beginning, he said, "Amma ahadukuma." You see, as for the first of you, so and so, fayasqi rabbahu. So you see, in that other. Then he now come to the second one. So it is used when you are going to talk about two or more people, then you are beginning with the first person, then you see as for. I hope that is clear. So amma ikhwati, as for my brothers, and mostly it goes with fa. So just like I give you that example in that particular ayah, right? Amma ahadukuma fayasqi rabbahu khamra. You see, fayasqi rabbahu khamra. So that is mostly what happens. When you see it, it mostly comes with fa. Okay, as for the first of one, then he is so and so. Okay, I hope that is clear. Okay. So, amma ikhwati fakulluhum yadrusuna bil jami'ati. As for my brothers, all of them study in the Jami'ah or at the Jami'ah. Isa wa huwa akbaru minni, and he is bigger than me, man, bigger than him in age. Yadrusu fi kulliyati tib. He study in the College of Medicine. Wa Ibrahimu yadrusu fi kulliyati tijarati. And Ibrahim studies in the College of Business. Wa Ishaq yadrusu fi kulliyati al-adab. And Ishaq studies at the College of Adab, is actual literature. So studies at literature, at the College of Literature, college where they deal with literature. Okay, so Ismailu yadrusu fi kulliyati al-ulum. Ismail study at the College of Ulum. Ulum is science. So College of Science. Kulliyatul Ulum. College of Science. وهؤلاء الثلاثة أصغر مني. Hope that is clear. And these three that he has just mentioned, they are smaller than him. أصغر مني. They are smaller than him. وَأَمَّا الْأَخَوَاتُ. So you see, he's now beginning there. So he first talked about his brothers. Then he's now coming to talk about his sisters. So he now remember saying, وَأَمَّا الْأَخَوَاتُ. You see, وَأَمَّا الْأَخَوَاتُ. And as for the sisters, فَيَدْرُسْنَ فِي الْمَدْرَسَةِ الْمُتَوَسِّطَةِ. They study in the middle school. In some countries, they will say junior high school. That's what term as middle school. Right? Okay. Now, Zainabu tadrusu fi sanatil ula. Zainab studies in sana ula, that is first year. Wa Salma tadrusu fi sana thaniya, fi sanati saniyati, in second year. Wa Layla tadrusu fi sanati salisati, and Layla studies in the third year. Now, he's not just interested in telling us where they study. The most important thing is this. Please observe. Okay, yadrusu. It is used for what? Yadrusuna. That is masculine plural. I hope that is clear. I want us to look at it. Masculine plural. Now, yadrusu. It is used for what? Masculine singular. Yadrusu. He is studying. Or yes, he is studying. Masculine singular. Ibrahim yadrusu again, masculine singular, right? Yadrusu the same way, masculine singular. Yadrusu, similar thing. Fayadrusna. Okay, I like that. Fayadrusna. So let me tell you again. Let me show you something. Let me tell you. I have to mark it. You see, I just told you the amma. When it comes, mostly it goes with the fa. So you can see the fa here. Fayadrusna. Okay, fayadrusna. I hope that is clear. So that's the example I was trying to give you. It mostly go with the fa. Okay, so you can see the fa. Okay. Now let's continue. So yadrusna is used for what? Feminine plural. They are studying, and that they are females. They are studying, females. I'm talking about females. So that's why we use yadrusna. Not yadrusuna. Yadrusuna is masculine plural. They are studying, males. But yadrusna, you see this nun in niswa. I've talked about it a lot. Nun in niswa is for feminine. So they are studying, plural, females. فَيَدْرُسْنَا. I hope that is clear. في المدرسة المتوسطة. Okay, so تدرس now. تدرس is what? تدرس. Now let me tell you something. The ta is used for all forms of you. I hope I've just said it at the beginning of the lesson. The ta is used for all kind of you. And one exception, that is not you. It is used for feminine singular. So if I say she went, I hope that is clear. She went. I hope that is clear. Oh, sorry, not she went. She is going. She is going. We are talking about fi'l al-mudari. We are talking about fi'l al-mudari in the present tense. She is going. So I'll say what? Hiya tazhabu. As if I am speaking to a male who is in front of me, muhatab. How that is clear? So that is it. The ta is used for all kind of you, whether you masculine, feminine, singular, plural, dual, and a female who is absent. She, okay, just in English, she will say tadrusu, tazhabu, tadkhulu. I hope that is clear. Okay. So Zainab tadrusu. So you see here, Zainab, she is absent. She studies at so. Okay. Walayla tadrusu again. Okay, not yadrusu. Yadrusu is masculine. Okay, now let's continue. So, okay. Faisal says, fi ayyi madrasatin tadrusu akhawatuka. Fi ayyi madrasatin tadrusu akhawatuka. Okay. We shouldn't translate. I think there's no new word for us to be confused. So yadrusu fi madrasati Khalid ibn Walid. Okay, للبنات بمكة. يدرس في مدرسة خالد بن Walid. This Khalid ibn Walid is just a name, okay, a name. So it's a name of a jamia, a madrasa. It's a name of a school. بمكة in Makkah. Okay, it's a name of a school in Makkah. So يدرس في مدرسة خالد بن Walid للبنات. When you say للبنات, بمعنى for girls. Okay, للبنات for girls. So Khalid ibn Walid, يعني مدرسة Khalid ibn Walid, the school of Khalid ibn Walid, للبنات for girls in Makkah, بمكة. Okay. Faisal. But this name, I hope it has something that to do with the seerah of Islam a lot, right? We all know this Sahaba, Khalid ibn Walid, right? He was a son of Walid ibn Mughira. Okay. He did something that was actually, we all know in the battle of Uhud, right? What he did, Khalid ibn Walid. Okay. Alhamdulillah, Allah guided him. He became a Muslim, and he also fought for Islam, inshallah. So now Faisal is saying that Aina taskununa antum. Where taskununa? When you just see the wow and nun, we all know what it means. So taskununa antum. إخوتي يسكنون في محاجئ الجامعة. إخوتي يسكنون في محاجئ الجامعة. When we say محاجئ الجامعة, it means the hostels of the Jamia, the hostels of the university. There is a hostel. We have a hostel, a place where in the school, in some universities, they provide the students with accommodation. That's what we term as the mahajir, the hostel, right? Amma ana fa askunu ma qaribin li. For as for me, I stay ma qaribin li, with a friend of mine. Qaribun li means a relative of mine. Okay, qarib is a relative. The li means mine. Okay, you for example, you say a friend of mine, sadiq li, qaribun li, a relative of mine. I hope that is clear. Okay, now Faisal says that amutazawwijun anta ya Abdullah. Are you married? Mutazawwijun, are you married? La, lastu bi mutazawwijin. I am not married. Faisal, ma unwanuka. What is your unwan? Unwan means address. Okay, address. Ma unwanuka. What is your address? Okay. So Abdullah says, Hazihi bitaqati fiha unwani. This is my bitaqa. Bitaqa is actually a card. A card. Okay, a card, whether an ID card or something card which has information of a person or someone on it. That's what we call as bitaqa. Okay, a card. It could be any type of card, as I just said. Example is like an ID card, a business card, something card, a card that contains information of someone. That's bitaqa. So hazihi bitaqati. So this is my card. Fiha unwani. In it is my address. Okay, unwanun is address. So Faisal says, Ashkuruka ya akhi. I thank you, oh my brother. Ana masrurun biliqa'ik. I am happy meeting you. Ana masrurun biliqa'ik. I am happy with your meeting. With meeting you. Ana sa'anzilu fi makhattati al-qadimati. Ana sa'anzilu fi makhattati al-qadimati. I will descend, or I will alight. In this particular context, it means I will alight. But nazala yanzil. Nazala means he descended. Yanzil, he is descended. But in this case, as I just said, it means to alight. They are in a car. You can remember fil hafilati, they were in a bus. So anasa anzilu, I will alight. Fil mahattati al-qadimati, in the next mahatta. Mahattatun is the station. Okay, the station. So they must say mahatta. Al-qadimatu is next. Okay, qadimatu is next. So most of the time you hear darsul qadim, the next lesson, right? Darsul qadim, the next lesson. But mahattatil qadimati, bimana, you see the ta marbuta. That's why this one to have a ta marbuta. So this is a what? It's a what? It's a sifa, right? And na'at is a na'at, it's a sifa. That's why you see alif walam, ta marbuta. Kesra, majhul. And this one to kesra, it is also majhul. Hope that is clear. Because of this fee, the fee affects it. But since this one is a na'at, an adjective, it must tick all. I mean, we can remember the four conditions we mentioned, that an na'at and then the man'ut should follow each other. And that is why it is so. Now, Abdullah says, Fi amanillah. Fi amanillah. Okay, fi amanillah. In the safety of Allah. The man, I leave you in the safety of Allah. Okay. Wa ila liqa is mostly an expression when we use, maybe when you meet your friend and you are departing. You just say fi amanillah. Okay. Wa ila liqa. Okay, until our next meeting. This is an expression which means something. Okay, it's not to be translated literally. If you translate it direct, you will understand. But it is just an expression they use. And simply when you say ila liqa, it means in our next lesson, in our next meeting. I'm saying lesson. Okay, until our next meeting, right? Okay. What's as-sa'iq Bimana, the sa'iq is the one who is driving. Okay, sa'iq, the driver. The Faisal, okay, he's speaking to Faisal, that's what he means, the Faisal. هذا الباب للدخول. للدخول. هذا الباب للدخول. This door is for entering. للدخول. You can remember دخل. يدخل. دخل, he entered. يدخل, he is entering. Ya Sayyidi, oh my master. So he said he's speaking to Faisal. Faisal is trying to get down the bus. And nuzulu min hunak. Now, you have to understand something here. The picture he's trying to paint here. Faisal, the bus, most of the time the buses have two doors. Okay, one door for entering and then the other for leaving. So Faisal is making a mistake. He's trying to pass through the door which is used for entering. So the driver is telling him, هذا الباب للدخول. That door is for entering. And nuzulu min huna. Alighting is over there. Min hunak is over there. We might go and pass through the other door. That door is for nuzul. That's what he's saying. Now, this is also something new we are learning. We haven't come across it. When we see ad-dukhul, let me change it. Okay, ad-dukhul. In Arabic, we say that is something that we call masdar. Okay, masdar. Masdar is what we term as verbal noun. Okay, verbal noun. I hope that is clear. So if I say he entered, and I want to say entering. So the entering, the word entering is a noun of the verb enter. So we call it verbal noun. In Arabic, we say masdar. So dakhala, he entered. But if I want to say entering, for example, I want to say I don't like entering. So that word entering is a noun. So how do I say it? Ana la uhibbu dukhul. So that now we are going to learn the pattern. Inshallah, we'll learn the pattern later. But as I said, this is an introduction. He's just drawing our attention to the concept of masdar. Inshallah, we'll look at it broader. Inshallah, later. But these two, we should just know that they are masadir. Bimana, they are masdar of the verb dakhala. He entered. But if I want to say entering, dukhul, you say dukhul. Nazala, he descended or he alighted. If I want to say, alighting, I'll say nuzul. Okay, so like haraja, he left. If I want to say living, I'll say what? Khuruj. I hope that is clear. Khuruj. Jalasa, he sat. If I want to say sitting, I'll say what? Julus. Julus. I hope that is clear. Okay, it's not any difficult. It's just on a pattern. Okay, if you look at it, it is on the pattern of fu'ul. If you look at fa'ala, just change the verb fa'ala to fu'ul. So when it comes, it will come on that pattern. Dukhul, nuzul, julus, khuruj. You see that is a pattern. So that's just a pattern we use for most of the verbs that we have learned. But it also comes on different patterns. As I said, we will learn it into details later. Okay, so let's not rush, inshallah. Now, let's look at this particular series of exercises, inshallah, and this page, and then we'll stop, inshallah. We'll pause and then we'll continue in the next lesson. So he says that Ajib anil as'ilatil atiya, answer the following questions, right? So this particular exercise is related to what we have, the dialogue that we have read. So we shouldn't forget what we have just read. Bi'ayyi jami'atin yadrusu Abdullah. Which jami'ah is Abdullah studying? He said he studied in Riyadh, in the Jami'ah of Riyadh, right? So we'll say that Abdullah yadurusu bi jami'ati Riyadh, right? Bi jami'ati Riyadh. It's not anything difficult. Fi ayyi kulliyatin yadurusu huwa. In which college is he studying? So we say what? Which college is he studying? If you can remember, he was studying in the engineering college, right? So you are going to say what? Abdullah yadrusu fi kulliyatil handasati. Oh, that is clear. Fi ayyi kulliyatin yadrusu Isa. And which college is Isa studying? Isa was the one who was studying in the College of Medicine, right? So you say that Isa yadrusu fi kulliyati tibbi, right? Then here, fi ayyi kulliyatin yadrusu Ibrahim. Ibrahim was the one studying business, if you can remember business. So how do you say it? Ibrahimu yadrusu fi kulliyati tijarati. Okay, fi kulliyati tijarati. How that is clear. Now, fi ayyi kulliyatin yadrusu Ishaq. In which particular college was Ishaq studying? He was studying the literature, you can remember, the College of Literature. So, Huwa, you can see Huwa yadrusu or Ismail, you can mention the name. Ishaq yadrusu fi kulliyatil adab. Okay, fi ayyi kulliyatin yadrusu Ismail. So, what of Ismail? Which college was he studying? Okay, science, you can remember. Ismail was studying in the College of Science. So, Ismail yadrusu fi kulliyatil ulumi. Okay, the College of Science. Aina tadrusu akhawatu Abdullah. Where does the sisters of Abdullah study? Now, this is something very important. Let's go back to grammar. See, here, tadrusu is for what? Is for what? Takdiruhu maza. Here, okay, here tadrusu is as if you are talking about a singular person, but he just say akhawatu. You can say jam'u muannasu salim, akhawatu, alif wa taw at the end. So this is plural. So why did he use singular verb? Why didn't he say yadrusna? That is plural feminine, yadrusna. But he said tadrusu as if he's talking about one female. One female is tadrusu. Several females are yadrusna. So, but he's talking about sisters, plural. So why did he use tadrusu? Here's your question. Why? This is a jumla fi'liya. I hope that is clear. Why? How do I know this is a jumla fi'liya? Remove the question mark. You can see this alamatul istifham. Remove it. If you remove it, this thing will also go away because it is there because of this ism istifham, right? If you remove it, the sentence will now be tadrusu akhawatu Abdullah. So that is a jumla fi'liya. Limaza? Tabda'u bil fi'l. It begins with a verb. We say jumla fi'liya da'iman tabda'u bi fi'l. Always it starts with a verb. And we say that there cannot be two fa'il. There can be two doers. So if I was to say yadrusna, which is for plural, feminine plural, now that noon is called noon niswa, and it would have represent the doer, and at the same time akhawat is also mentioned. So we will now have two fa'ils, and that is not grammatical correct. A jumla fi'liya must always have one fa'il. So that is why he used tadrusu. But if you use tadrusna, that is grammatically wrong. I hope that is clear. Okay. I have explained this concept a lot because it is most of the time the students make the mistake when they are writing. They just forget that he's dealing with a jumla fi'liya. So he just put yadrusna or yadrusuna, and he will mention the fa'il again. Okay. Now, okay. So I think, are we done with it? Or are we okay? We were still on it. So aina tadrusu akhawatu Abdullah. Where does the sisters of Abdullah study? Right. So they were the young sisters. They were studying still at the madrasa, right? The madrasa. So that is the madrasa of Khalid ibn Walid. So you can say that yadrusna. Okay, yadrusna. But if you mention yadrusna, you can't mention this again, because the noon represent the fa'il, the doer. And if I mention it again, there will now be two fa'ils, which is not correct in the jumla fi'liya. So you just say, either you say yadrusna fi jami'ati or fi madrasati Khalid ibn Walid, or you now say, if you want to mention the akhawatu, you remove the noon and you make it as if you are a singular. So you say tadrusu akhawatu Abdullah, or you say yadrusna. I hope that is clear. Fi madrasati Khalid ibn Walid bi Makkah. okay, in Makkah. Now, وَأَيْنَ يَسْكُنُ إِخْوَتُهُ, where does his brothers stay? His brothers are those who stay in the university, the hostels, right? So we say يَسْكُنُونَ فِي مَحَاجِئِ الْجَامِعَةِ. That is one answer. Yaskununa. See, the ending is nuna. That is plural. The wow there signifies the dua. Yaskununa. But if I want to mention them, I can say yaskununa ihwatuhu. I will now say what? Yaskunu ihwatuhu. I hope that is clear. This is what I'm saying. Let me break it down here. Okay. So I hope you can see this. Just wait. I'm coming. I'm trying to show you something. Okay. Now, my answer could be this. I can say that yaskunu akhawatuhu. Then I'll continue my answer. Okay. Fi kaza wa kaza wa kaza wa kaza wa kaza. Okay, then I'll complete it. Yaskunu ikhwatuhu fi madrasati Khalid ibn Walid. Or if I don't want to mention the ikhwatu, I hope that is clear. If I don't want to mention it, so what would I do now? I'm coming. Okay, if I don't want to mention it, and I just want to say they stay, here it means his brothers stay. But if I just want to say they stay, I'll say what? Yaskununa. Okay, yaskununa. I have to add the wow and the noon. Now, why? This noon, this is a jumla fi'liya. It begins with a verb. Yaskunu is a verb. Staying. Bimana, he stays. He staying is a verb. Here, in this case, this one is the dua. A verb must have a verbal sentence must have a verb and then a dua. Fi'l wa fa'il. The verb is yaskunu. Okay. But here, the fa'il is the waw. We call it waw al-jamu. I hope that is clear. And here, this one is the fa'il. So if I had put the waw again, this one, they would have now been two fa'ils. That's what I'm simply saying. Okay. So this is so you can either say yaskunu ikhwatuhu. If you want to mention it, you say it as if it's a single person staying yaskunu. But if you don't want to mention the name, you have to say yaskununa, so that the waw will be the file, because the file must be there, and it should only be one. I hope that is clear. Okay, sahih ma yali. Correct what follows. The man that they have made mistake in the sentences, so you have to correct them. لا يعرف عبد الله المهندس سلمان. Abdullah doesn't know the engineer Salman. Is it true? No. That was where he said Toba'an. Of course. He even emphasized it. So you are going to say, you are going to remove the la. That's just a simple thing you are going to do. Remove the la. So if you are correcting it, remove the la. So it will now be يعرف عبد الله المهندس سلمان. That's it. Abdullah mutazawwijun. Abdullah is married. It's not correct. Abdullah azabun. He is single. Okay, azabun is single. So yadrusu Abdullah fi sanati al-ula. Abdullah studies in first year. Is it true? Does Abdullah study in the first year? Okay. It's not true. If you can remember, this is second year, right? So yadrusu Abdullah fi sanati saniyati. Okay, fi sanati saniyati. Now, nazala Abdullah min al-hafilati qabla nuzul Faisal. I hope that is it true? It's not true, right? Nazala Abdullah qabla, before nuzul Faisal. Faisal was the one who was to descend. Who said that sa'anzilu fil makhattati al-qadima. So he alighted first. Okay, so he alighted first. So there's no way he alighted before Abdullah. But here they are saying that Abdullah is the one who descended first. So you can see Abdullah Qabla before Faisal. No, it's not true. So it's reverse. So you are now going to say Nazala Faisalun Qabla Abdullah, or you can simply say Nazala Abdullahi min al-Hafilati. Then you change the Qabla to Ba'da. Okay, Ba'da Nuzul Faisal, after the alighting of Faisal. Okay. Now, أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية. Answer the following questions. هذه الأسئلة ليست مبنية على الدرس الأول. هذه الأسئلة, these questions, ليست مبنية, it is not built upon, بمعنى it is not related, على الدرس الأول, on the first lesson. It has no relationship with the first lesson. So these are just random questions. It's not based on the dialogue that we have read. I hope that is clear. So that's what he's trying to say. Aina tadrusu anta? Where do you study? So this, as I said, this is a personal question. So you have to answer. Everybody will have his answer. Ata'rifu lughata al-Faransiyya? Do you know? Bimana, do you understand French? Okay, do you know French? French language. So if yes, you put your answer yes. Naam. A'rifu lughata al-Faransiyya, or you can say la a'rifu lughata al-Faransiyya. أتعرف بيت المدرس؟ أتعرف بيت المدرس? Do you know the house of the teacher? Okay. أين تسكن? Where do you stay? Where do you stay? So you can see أنا أسكن في كذا وكذا. I stay in so and so. من أي إذاعة تسمع الأخبار? Okay, so these are random questions. So of course we don't answer this. At least this, most of the time, these are the questions that we give to the student to also try their hands on. So this particular exercise, inshallah, we'll give it to the student. Of course, they are not many. It's just 5 questions. And please try to answer them. Try to answer them very well, and then you can send it to those, inshallah, those in the WhatsApp and then the Telegram page. You can send it to the moderator, inshallah. He will, if there is a mistake, he will correct for you. Okay. You also have to try. It's not most of the time. That's why we don't answer everything, all the exercises. At least we give 1 or 2 exercises to the student to also try. Because as you try, you become very familiar with it. Okay. So this one, please try your hands on it. Okay. So inshallah, we'll stop here and then we will continue in the next lesson. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wa barakallahu li wa lakum fi Qur'anil Hakim. ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.